Hello and welcome to Caltex Video Magazine, your window into the world of Caltex. I'm your host, Gloria Barron. In this edition, we'll see innovative thinking and dedication to quality and service across the Caltex world. Results of the worldwide survey clearly showed that Caltex employees have genuine concerns about their career and professional development. Now under construction, the Caltex Global Human Resource Development System is a bold undertaking which will revolutionize our entire approach to human resource development and utilization.
It's construction time. Our house is being built on a foundation of qualified employees designing their own futures. The global HRD system being developed represents a significant effort by Caltex to help us drive competitive advantage from the knowledge, skills, and abilities of the people who make up our many companies.
People across the Caltex globe will have a greater role to play in their own performance and their own development. They'll be able to contribute in a true partnership to develop both the breadth and the depth of their functional skills as well as their leadership skills.
The Global HRD is an integrated set of programs, processes, and information technology that will allow the company to meet 5 objectives. Link people and business strategies. Build talent pool for key positions. Develop functional excellence and leadership at all levels. Create a culture of self-improvement and continuous learning. Do all of this better, faster, and cheaper than our competition. A cornerstone of the system under construction is the Human Resource Development Planning Review. This process has been designed and piloted with great success in South Africa.
We've heard about empowerment words and things like that, but I think what we are really doing here is going even beyond empowerment. I think what we're doing here is liberating the employees.
CPC Vice President Raul Paredes and Bill Mulligan, General Manager of Environmental Health and Safety, recently taped a session in Dallas, role-playing a development discussion between an employee and his supervisor. The video will be a part of the Human Resource Planning Review Toolkit to be distributed to all operating companies in May 1997.
The thing that's probably most important that comes out of this process is the fact that it makes you think about your role in the process, that there is in fact this mutual obligation that the employee has along with the supervisor to figure out where they're going and how they're going to get there.
Construction of the system is of great importance to senior management.
We want people to take charge, to be in the driver's seat.
John McPhail, Senior Vice President, has been a true champion of the project.
The people that are going to be absolutely critical of this, and that's our Chief Operating Executives. We just had a Chief Operating Executive Conference in Cape Town, and an enormous amount of time was spent on this subject of human resources planning. And they're behind it, and they're committed to it.
So, the Global Human Resource Development System is a house being built on the strength and commitment of all involved to make the ideas a reality. And once the house is built, it will become a home only through the continued commitment, globally, of all employees by taking a truly active role in their own development at Caltex.
Around the world, standards of quality are rising. Maintaining and exceeding these standards is the top priority in our operating companies. In Dubai and Korea, persistence and dedication to quality are paying off.
In November, Caltex Alkalis received the prestigious Dubai Quality Award for excellence in the industry, naming it Company of the Year 1996 in manufacturing and production. This award, given by the government of Dubai, shows recognition for adherence to the best business practices in the region. Formal presentation of the award was made in a grand ceremony at the World Trade Center in Dubai. The event received wide press coverage in the region. Caltex Alkalis is the first Caltex affiliate to win a national quality award of this magnitude. Our dedication to quality stretches around the globe. In Korea, LG Caltex continues to achieve the highest standards of quality. First, in 1993, LG Caltex achieved an ISO 9000 management quality certification in record-breaking time. Sheila Cassiopo, Information Coordinator for Management Standards at Caltex, explains the LG Caltex method of success.
What they did was they documented their entire quality system, established procedures, work instructions, implemented the whole system, and became certified within 6 months.
Since receiving the ISO 9000 rating, LG Caltex has been persistent in its pursuit of quality. Building on lessons learned, LG Caltex initiated a pilot program with the government of Korea to implement their environmental management system. That program led to another certification, the ISO 14001, for excellence in environmental management.
I believe that it was the top management-driven program, and additionally, the people that were involved were given the opportunity to develop their own system. So they could define what they actually do, and what better people to establish and document their procedures than the ones that actually do the work.
Quality is not something easily achieved. It requires persistence and dedication to allow it to nurture and grow. These awards and certifications acknowledge that spirit, and a commitment to quality is a way of life at Caltex.
Caltex has made a total commitment to be a symbol of service. In Korea, LG Caltex has taken this commitment to service to new heights.
From the moment one drives into the forecourt, the customer knows that they are important to Caltex. On roller skates, the attendants take care of the customer with spirit and efficiency, then sends them on their way. Driveway service attends to every customer need in a brief but friendly stop. A C-store and car wash on site complete the picture for the Korean consumer.
네, 이 주유소는요, 넓어서 좋고요. 또 세차하기도 편하고 여러 이렇게 가는 길목이기 때문에 자주 들려요.
We are making the Korean consumer aware of the fact that he has control over deciding the issues, and that he will go to the station which gives him the better service. A long, long time ago, the industry just sat there with a pump at a station and said, you know, come and get it. But now you have to fight for the marketplace, and all the industry realizes that that's what's necessary to do.
Korea is the ultimate in expanding markets. Its people are hardworking, diligent individuals whose per capita income has risen from a few $100s per year in 1967 to around $10,000 a year today. With that rise in wealth comes a dramatic rise in the number of vehicles on the road. Caltex has played a key role in that growth.
What started out as a 60,000 barrel a day refinery has now grown to over 600,000 barrels a day.
LG Caltex, which now commands 30% of the Korean market, is taking the new image to the marketplace with incredible speed. More than 2,300 stations have been converted to the new design, and new stations are being built at a rate of 60 per year. They have great pride and enthusiasm for their work, and we commend their service and commitment to customer satisfaction.
In February, the Caltex Chief Operating Executives meeting took place in Cape Town, South Africa. Delegates gathered for meetings in the ballroom of the historic Mount Nelson Hotel. Chairman David Law Smith spoke at the opening of the conference. At a dinner reception, retirement presentations were made for Jerry Smith, MD of Caltex Zimbabwe, retiring with 35 years of service, and Oliver Purcell, Marketing Director of COSA, retiring after 36 years with the company. Wrapping up the conference was the official COE dinner held at Woodland Heights, one of Cape Town's famous stately homes. In addition to conference delegates, the dinner was attended by 3 cabinet ministers and the American ambassador, James Earl Joseph. A new state-of-the-art vacuum distillation unit is up and running at Star Refinery in Thailand. Standing 150 feet tall with a 40-foot diameter, this unit is the only one of its size in the world. As a result of Caltex's leading-edge technology, it will produce a higher yield of more valuable product from each barrel of crude than ever before.
It enables us to make asphalt for paving roads from crudes which normally don't make asphalt. So the net effect is that we can get more valuable products from cheaper crudes which is good for the company because it increases the margin.
A brand new Caltex, third in a series of internal videos, has been released and is now available for all Caltex employees to see. This video identifies how the new Caltex brand can serve to unify all employees in a common goal, no matter what part of the Caltex world they are in. Chairman David Law-Smith takes us on a tour of new Caltex C-stores and service stations. The importance of consistency in our retail outlets is a primary focus, and this video describes how the new locations meet the needs of an increasingly demanding consumer. We urge all of our viewers to take the time to watch this video and see for yourselves how the new Caltex is making its mark with our customers. A new brochure highlighting the growth and strength of Caltex is now available. Caltex, Growth Through Partnership and Innovation, is an excellent source of information about Caltex's phenomenal progress in the world marketplace. In it, we see how our strengthening partnerships and dedication to innovative thinking are paying off. Caltex is taking a bold step to become the brand and partner of choice in Asia by being an official sponsor of the 1998 Asian Games in Bangkok. This prestigious event is an Olympic-style competition, giving athletes from all of Asia and some from the Middle East an international arena in which to compete. The Asian Games are televised throughout Asian and Middle Eastern areas of our operation. By sponsoring the Games, Caltex can have a direct and positive impact on its target customers and markets.
What we're trying to do is to use the Asian Games vehicle to get our name in front of the consumers that we want to have in Asia, the upwardly mobile, the young, athletically minded consumers who are going to be the people that we're going to want to be selling our products to for many years to come.
The Caltex Lubricants Business Unit recently hosted a brown bag luncheon in Dallas. With managers and experts having extensive global market experience, the CLBU was formed just over a year ago and has already identified ways to improve earnings performance. This luncheon was a great forum for Caltex Dallas to learn more about the CLBU and their visions for the future in lubricants marketing.
We look at people, service, and value. And we were introducing ourselves to the rest of Caltex Dallas in those terms. So first we introduced ourselves. We told how Caltex management looked for us to improve the value of Caltex as a company, and the services that we provide the operating company so that they can, in fact, fulfill this objective of increasing earnings in the lubricant segment.
The second annual joint meeting of the Thailand-U.S. and U.S.-Thailand Business Councils opened with a great celebration with cultural performances and fireworks. The meeting, held in Bangkok, was sponsored by Caltex. Promoting growth in commerce between the U.S. and Thailand is the primary focus of the Council. Caltex is taking a major role in the effort to enhance business relations between the two countries. 3 senators from the U.S. and heads of several major U.S.-based corporations were in attendance. Topping off the event, U.S. President Bill Clinton visited the country to sign a taxation treaty and took time to meet with Caltex Chairman David Law-Smith and other members of the Council. Caltex Oil Products Japan roared into the world of professional auto racing in a big way in November. Ernie Irvin drove for the number 28 Thunderbird Haviland race team in the Thunderbird Special NASCAR demonstration race near Nagoya, Japan. This race was the first ever NASCAR race in Japan, and the Caltex brand was well represented. The number 28 Thunderbird was totally rebadged to carry the new Caltex image and colors. Pit crew members sported Caltex Haviland racing jackets and caps. Haviland Formula 3, taken directly from the shelves of Caltex Oil Products Japan dealers, was used in the Caltex-clad car. The efforts of the COPJ staff were greatly appreciated by the racing team, and Caltex had a great day at the races. At Caltex, service is the heart and soul of our business. Caltex operating companies are seeking to make a difference through Customer First, a program designed to optimize our commitment to the customer.
In Hong Kong, Customer First is a hit. Caltex service to the public is highly regarded in the marketplace, due primarily to the efforts of this program. This is a society full of highly motivated people, from our service attendants to management. They've taken the concept of customer first and given it real meaning to the buying public.
The core of the customer first is basically we identify our customers, listen to them, understand what they need, and then design the program to fulfill their needs. After 6 years customer first program, our market share is 30%, which is close to Shell, and Mobil is far behind. And we see customer first program is a journey, it's not a destination.
Customer First is one of many efforts worldwide making Caltex the brand of choice in all our areas of operation. These initiatives work because they foster a spirit of innovation and teamwork within the organization.
As the world watched, the apartheid system fell in South Africa and democracy was ushered in. President Nelson Mandela, now a living symbol of freedom, spent 18 years in prison at a place called Robben Island. As we see in our last report, a new exhibit detailing the history of the island is being sponsored by Caltex.
You are looking at Robben Island, a small outcropping of rock and sand off the coast of Cape Town, South Africa. Most notable for its prison, which housed Nelson Mandela and other prisoners of apartheid, the island is tied forever to South Africa's struggle for democracy and freedom. The island lies near the Victoria and Alfred waterfront, where Caltex is housing an impressive exhibit describing the history of Robben Island and its inhabitants. Niall Kramer takes us on a tour of the exhibit.
Through the 20-odd years that Caltex has been involved in community programs, we've then built up an extensive network of contacts, and we became aware of what was the history of apartheid collection held by one of the local universities in South Africa. We approached them and we offered them the space that we're standing in at the moment.
Robben Island has a rich history dating back to the 1600s, and this exhibit details all of its many phases.
It was a lot more than just a prison. Over the years, it's been known as a nature area. In fact, it was once a leper colony. It's been a hospital, and there have been a number of functions that it has fulfilled.
Prison life artifacts are in abundance. Visitors get a true feel of what life must have been like for the prisoners on the island.
On the exhibition, there are personal mementos, there are items that belonged to the prisoners, and one of the more interesting ones is this radio, which was a specially doctored radio that was various stations were tuned out or blocked out of the radio so that the prisoners couldn't receive any news broadcasts or information. What's also interesting is how treasured the possessions of the prisoners were. For example, this one is in a cardboard box to protect it, and the prisoners has punched holes around where the speaker is.
Prisoners were forced to break limestone in the nearby quarry. These are photographs of Nelson Mandela and other former prisoners who returned to the island for a reunion in 1995, 5 years after Mandela was released. Visitors to the exhibit can walk away with a piece of quarry rock as a reminder of what sacrifices these political prisoners of the island made for their beliefs before the coming of democracy.
Many companies stayed in South Africa during the sanctions years, and Caltex is one of them. And through working through community programs and maintaining contacts with people in non-government organizations, a contribution, and a significant contribution, has been made by companies like Caltex to change in South Africa. Change didn't just happen automatically and only because of what was going on outside of the country.
The Robben Island exhibit serves to educate all those that enter about the island's history and, in some way, contribute to the further progression of democratic ideals in their society. Caltex is proud to be a part of this learning and growth experience.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Caltex Video Magazine. Remember, this program is dedicated to you and your operations. We welcome your suggestions for future stories. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on Caltex Video Magazine.